I hope everyone is seeing the screen
Yes, we can see your screen.
and hearing me very well.
Yes, you are audible. You can go on.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank one of organizer, Steve, who joined it soon. And I'm glad to be with you today, Steve. Thank you very much, the participant. I'm happy to speak in this CoEB seminar series about my experience in the canopy access and tree climbing workshop, which was held in Ghana, and I was able to attend for its second time to be held in Ghana. So we were at least 17 participants. A more number was from Ghana as the hosting country, and we have also some participants from Gabon, one from Gabon and another one from Guinea Conakry, and I was only one from Rwanda. So the trainer was from Australia and Germany, and the workshop was held in the University of Energy and Natural Resources in the Sunyani city. This is not like a research project, but just to share with you the experience, my experience while I attend this workshop. So tree climbing courses has importance of canopy research in biodiversity studies, and this course has the main purpose, which is learning safe climbing and canopy access. So this is me swinging a tree. You can ask why tree climbing matters for research. So tree climbing will enable us to access the upper canopy, which is an explored area in our tropical forest. So I can agree with most people that the canopy in our forests has limited research in terms of canopy exploration. So this training will enhance the exploration of the canopies which we do have in our countries. And this training also is critical for DNA, collecting DNA and collecting epiphytic orchids, flowers, fruits, and herbarium specimens. It also supports the safe installation of arboreal camera traps for mammal and birds monitoring. You can use it to install different devices as recording devices, traps as insect traps. Many things you can do using these techniques. So when it comes to the CoEB community, we have something to do with these techniques of tree grinding. So the first application we do have botanists, those dealing with epiphytic studies, those who deal with flower and fruit collections. So we can have this community of botanists using these tree climbing skills to do their research, which is more accessible after having these skills. So we do have a group of entomologists who will deal with insect sampling in the canopy environment. We do have some colleagues working on pollinators. So after having this training, you can do your research in a smooth way. So we do also having people who are rare plant conservationists who will look how they can locate and rescuing endangered. Here I take example of orchid species, but you can deal with any different taxon that reside in the canopies. So for wildlife researchers, as I have said, you will be able to get installment of your camera traps, other insect traps, other recording devices in the canopy for species detection. So, there is a case study in the Nyungwe National Park where they demonstrated that this tree climbing skills is an evidence. It allowed them to deploy 54 arboreal camera traps, and as a result, they discovered area species like Central African Orion, uh, and by using these systems, they see that there is improvement in species detection, where they see there is the addition of 35 number of mammals, including 80 primates. So you can see how this technique will improve our findings in terms of our research we are doing. So this workshop was organized by a team of professionals. We had Sam and Steve from Australia, Tree Project. We have Vicky from Germany, and also we had Bismarck, who is a local coordinator in Ghana, and the partner was the University of Energy and the Natural Resource in Ghana. So my trip to Ghana, it was 6 hours flight from Kigali to Accra, and I took one night in Accra, and in the later morning I took a bus drive to Sunyani, which was approximately 8 to 9 hours of drive. And in this trip, the most expense was air tickets and accommodation. So during the workshop, we do have several objectives. So the first one was to learn safe and effective tree climbing techniques. We get also hands-on experience in rope access and leading. We did also foster collaboration among the participants and the researchers, if I can say so. We do also understand canopy ecology and research practices during this workshop. So the key training components during the, the workshop, uh, we have to deal with introduction to climbing gears and safety procedures as was the main component of the workshop. So also we had to deal with rope techniques, which includes ascending and descending, while also we can have changing over. This means from one system to the other, because we do have two systems. One is static system, and another one is moving rope system. So this moving rope system is the one that enables you to move around the tree branch while you access the canopy and do some work in the canopy. That is the moving rope system. So we have also to deal with tree selection for climbing and canopy access. You have to inspect a tree before you climb it. For example, if the tree has the dead branch, you can't have you wait on this dead branch. And also if the tree has like radiance or other stinging insects, you can't climb that tree because those insects are not, they can be harmful to you. And that is the reason why you have to inspect the tree before you climb. So we did also have another component which was a supervised field climbing and soft breeze. Um, yeah, apart from that, this is a list of the materials we do had during our climbing. I think I didn't include all the materials, but here we have number one, work positioning seat harness, which has a pelvic attachment point and leg loops straps. We do have also a climbing rope, this one, which is can be 10 to 40 millimeter diameter and has a certain meter of the length. We do have also a cambium saver, this is structure here, which is in the moving rope system, cambium saver. And also we have the carabiners, which are this set of self-floating carabiners. This is a different variety of carabiners. We do have also a lanyards, this small rope system here, which helps you to fix yourself in a certain position while you are moving into the tree branch. You need to have these lanyards to position yourself in a safe way while you are doing your job in the tree. So we had also a throw line, which is this sandbar, this small things here. This helps you to throw the rope into the branch of the tree. So we have a helmet, this one. We also have the ascenders. One is foot ascender and knee ascender. We also have the night glasses and suitable groups, of course. This is about the list of the materials. Maybe I didn't include all the materials in the list. So we have daily activities during this training. The first one was daily hands-on climbing practice, where we go through the assembling of the system and looking if you have all the requirements before you climb the tree. You need to have all the requirements depending on the purpose, what I'm going to do in the up there, what may I need to have, what and what. Yeah. We have also this second activity, which was team-based climbing drills, where the, the the trainers has to set some targets, if I can say, in the canopy. So you as a team, you need to reach to that target. So this was the team-based climbing drills. So safety briefings and risk assessment exercise. This has to deal with, for example, if you have a colleague in the top of the tree and he or she had you had to rescue him or her. Depend on the situation. Here you need to know which type of system I need to set up so I can reach to him or her quickly so I can rescue him. So we need also to deal with canopy observation sessions. This is has to do with what is the canopy, which actually has a big canopy or a canopy that can hide something interesting. So after completing this training, we will get the skills regarding technical climbing and rigging skills. We will also have enhanced safety awareness and teamwork. You will also be confident in the canopy access for research purposes. You will also get to know how you can integrate these techniques in your field work. For example, like in plant sampling. Uh, for personal highlights, I have realized that conquering fear during the first climbing is the first thing I had to have in, in me because you can see everyone will struggle for him for the first climbing. And again, I did build the connection with participants. I did also discover that the canopy have a variety of biodiversity. And after finishing this training, you will be certified as someone who was trained in this practice of tree climbing and canopy access. So in the future, we are seeing how we can apply these tree climbing skills in our CoEB daily activities like the research we are doing. So we also integrate this tree climbing training in the student field programs and the interdisciplinary research for the people who are working on different taxonomy. So we are looking also how COEB will host the tree climbing course in 2026 as it is the most outcome of this workshop. Apart from that, we did a survey through the summer academic interns we were having and the other COEB staff. I did this to see how they are interested in this tree climbing and the canopy access skills. Here there is what I find from the survey. This was their highest degree and the level of confidence when it comes to tree climbing. So you can see many people are struggling in the tree climbing, but few people, if it comes to the past experience, they have a confidence in the tree climbing. So when it comes to their interest of research, they have many of interest. Some they wish to know the canopy structure. Some want to explore the canopy function, biodiversity in the canopy, urban canopy studies, and other want to know why and how to get extinct. So this is a short form surveys that I did to see how people they understand this tree climbing and canopy access skills. So in conclusion, I can say that this training was transformative experience, and I can see that the canopy is no longer out of reach. So we do have online resources if you want to get more um, about tree climbing courses, and I do have a syllabus where I can share with everyone. Uh, my appreciation goes to the organizers for excellent facilitation. Yeah, Steve, Vicky, and Sam. Also, Bismarck as a coordinator in Ghana. Also, Dr. Michael Thomas and the Biocultural Diversity International for funding my travel. And this is what I got from this workshop. Thank you for your kind attention. Um, this, this is the time of questions and suggestions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Pascal. I want to see questions and comments either in the chat room or someone can raise their hand so he or she can unmute and speak. Jean Diensenganeza was the first person to raise the hand. I want to welcome him, then Janet.
Okay, great. Thanks, Pascal, for sharing us your experience. This is very important to explore the diversity which are under the canopy, which are also still under explored. For instance, this can help for birders or those people who do research on birds. Sometimes we face the challenge where birds are in the branch of the trees and they are not making any call, and now you are not able to record that species. And now this is a good technique we can, in the future, we can use it. My question is, Pascal, do you think for the plant, can we have like other plant species which can be in canopy, but the roots of that plant are not really visible on the ground? I used to see some, I don't know how you call them, some plant which grows on the canopy and covers some branches, the trees, but on the ground you can't see them. I would like to hear from your experience if there are some plants which can be on the canopy but not be able on the ground. It's
Thank you, Jean. I can have a detail on this, on your question. For example, when it comes to orchids, we do have many samples of live orchids that were from Norway National Park. But we rely on when a big tree was fallen in the forest. That is when we get a big number of orchid collection. So I can say that we can find many plant species in terms of epiphytic species when we are able to climb these big trees in the forest. I think we can get a good number, and we can get also the new reports for these plants. Again, we said there is a tree that cover one tree can grow around another tree and cover its canopy. Yeah, this case it happened uh, for some Sunyani species we do have in the forest that cover the canopy of tree. Here it can be a challenge to climb that tree because you are not seeing the branch and you can't access the status of that tree. So here it can be a challenge. I don't know if I answered your question very well, but if Steve is hearing us, can add something